We have worked really hard the last 15 years in Whatcom County to invest in a principle called housing first. Housing first is simply the acknowledgement that the best way to respond to homelessness, the most humane and effective and fiscally responsible way to respond to homelessness, is not to put someone in an emergency shelter, but to actually take them from homelessness, sleeping in their car or a tent, and put them directly into permanent housing. It is really hard when we ask folks who are unsheltered or in emergency shelter to work on their mental health, or to work on addiction or substance use, to get themselves enrolled in school, to take care of their medical needs. Those are things that when we as humans don't have our basic needs met, it is very hard for us to work on those long-term goals. Broad brushstrokes of our housing system, I think about them in three categories, sort of light, medium, and intensive. On the light end is something we call diversion. And what that means is when somebody is about to be evicted or they're experiencing a housing crisis, we want to intervene really swiftly because they only need a little bit of help to get back on their feet. That's called diversion. It might mean deposit assistance, a little bit of case management, help applying for some housing units. The middle section is called rapid rehousing, and it pairs case management with rental subsidy and private sector housing. So anybody in the community who has a vacancy, and the case managers will help the household access those vacancies and apply and move in, and then we pay their rent for a tapered period of time that is not set in stone. Maybe they need us to help them for 6 months, maybe they need us to help them for 18 months. We're just going to stick with them until they get their needs met. That's called rapid rehousing. The last piece, the intensive piece, we call it permanent supportive housing. But it includes things like Francis Place and 22 North and some of the Lydia Place properties. It also includes a little bit of scattered site permanent supportive housing, which means private sector landlords paired with a subsidy, but then the case managers are staying with them permanently.